Hey, what's good, everybody? This is the Protroversy podcast where we talk music, sports, culture, and whatever we feel like talking about. I go by Marcie, and this is
Your boy AllMity.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I know you've been on your phone this week. I know you've been looking on Instagram and on the news and whatever. Have you heard about what's going on with your boy P Diddy?
My boy.
I mean, my bad.
Don't say my boy.
My bad.
Don't
My
say
bad.
my boy.
I mean, he a
Yeah,
bad
I'm
boy,
I'm
P
on
Diddy.
Team Mace. I'm on Team Mace when there was that little feud. I was Team Mace for
That's
sure.
fair.
Pay that man. Pay that
Pay
man.
Mace for sure.
You know what I mean? But yeah, nah, I've seen all of it. That is wild. The craziest part
hmm
is calling it the freak offs. Have you seen that?
I mean, yeah, the freak offs
They
is
calling them the freak offs?
yeah, it's been nasty for a while. I knew he was gonna have a name for it because Diddy he's good with names. That's one thing he's good with.
Yeah.
I
The
knew
freak offs is
I knew
crazy.
something was getting weird, even besides the news coming out. Once he started calling himself Love, I feel like that was
Hmm.
just weird because it's like I don't know who calls himself
Yeah.
Love. That's already freaky. Why you want people calling you Love?
You- What's weird too is that I've been noticing is how many people he's calling daddy.
That too.
Like it was, you know what I'm saying? It was Fab, it's Meek, like,
Yeah, he's real
why are you
close with
doing
Rick
that?
Ross too for a time.
Mm. But did you see, like, yo, Meek can't catch a break, man. I
The
just seen a
audio,
video where, yeah, nah, I ain't, all right, I don't believe that. I'm gonna
I,
be honest, I don't believe that audio.
I don't want to
That is
believe it,
OD.
but I don't know no more. After what's going
I
on,
feel like Meek is catching strays, yo. I think he's just caught in the wrong spots.
yeah, but
Like I don't put real like emphasis on that
he
shit. I
gotta
think he
he gotta clear it up. I think he did try to clear it up, but he's kind of crashing out on Twitter right now, or was that earlier today, whatever it was. But
I don't know. But he already had those allegations, and then I just seen a video with him in the pool, and they're talking about, and he's like, you put in work, daddy, you put in work, basically, and it's like, that's not
what
a
that
good
mean?
look.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't think Meek is doing that shit. I don't. But it's just I feel like he gets caught in these situations of people recording him where he might have to tell motherfuckers to put the phone down.
yeah,
He might have to at this point because like
delete
something
that shit.
that something that's happening now in 2 years ends up being like, damn me, that's you too. You, you
And I know all the stuff ain't out neither, because he was chilling with Diddy a lot. You better hope he ain't show up in none of that footage. And that's
bro, that footage must be wild.
man. He said he had to bring in people with IVs the next day to just get everybody's energy back after the freak offs, bro. They was, they was freaking off to dehydration, bro. It's crazy. They brought in the
Yo,
IVs,
the thousand the thousand bottles of
lube,
baby oil and
and
lube too.
bro.
Yo,
That's a lot.
yo,
That is a
that's
lot,
too
bro.
much.
Yo, I've had the same baby oil since I was like 14. So how do you even go through that? There's a lot in there.
Yeah, it was slippery. It was
Bro,
slippery in there for sure.
I don't know who's
Pause.
cleaning that up. I don't know who cleaning that up.
That's the thing. So in the indictment, I seen they were saying that assistants and people he paid, they had to set him up and clean him up, right?
Yeah. And they would even like lock people in rooms for like days until their wounds were healed and all this stuff so they can go about their day.
Wounds.
Yeah, because when you're not ready for this stuff in the back door, they got to do things that are not okay moving forward.
Hey, yo.
They said they were keeping track of people's medical records once they left, all this stuff. Like, once you go to a Diddy party, you were under surveillance for life.
Now it makes sense too when when they were on Drink Champs and he was like, "Fat, why we never party?" And Fat like,
Like, nah, what you mean? We party before Puff? You like, nah, but we never party. He's like, bro, I don't go to
it's like
that shit.
exactly. I know we did.
Like, damn, bro, chill.
But this is what I'm confused on. What exactly is he getting arrested for?
Um,
because
So
like orgies and stuff isn't illegal. It's not. It's weird,
what I've been
but
seeing is technically, so it's the drugging, like apparently because he got some
mm,
weird cocaine. Uh, what they say is cocaine and I thought they said Molly is the mix that he
mm.
gets to people, and then he gets them drunk, and then they basically pass out, and then he got all the hidden cameras, and he's also like flying in some prostitutes to be willing participants and things like this, which I guess is like sex
Oh,
trafficking, and some of them are underage, serving drugs to a minor, controlled substances, uh,
so he's spiking the drinks too?
spiking the drinks. Did you see the new
Mm.
movie Blink Twice?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
All right,
No.
this movie's about Puff Daddy.
they they did a subliminal. It's one of those things where you watch a movie, you like, yo, that's somebody like
It's
for
really
sure. Who they
it's
hiding?
probably supposed to be more about like Harvey Weinstein because that one's more about like bringing people to an island, but it's this same
Mm,
concept that like powerful people just do this in order to maintain their
mm,
power because the people that they said Diddy had law enforcement there, government officials, athletes,
mm.
actors, all type of people like CEOs. It's like the people that were at these parties. Like if it all got out, you're the people you look up to would definitely change.
It's crazy too because like I forgot who it was, but it was like one of his maybe a security guard,
Yeah.
something like that. Said he walked in on some crazy shit, and everybody shunned him like, oh, you starting rumors, you doing this. But it's wild how when someone says something that's off the wall, you automatically be like, ain't no way.
Yeah, he
And then you
tripping, bro.
find out like, nah, that shit was really going down. Like,
Yeah, nah.
it's crazy.
And then I saw
It is
that
crazy.
Kalina, which is crazy because I actually know Kalina Harper that was in Dirty Money with him. I saw she was in
Hmm.
the indictment the day after Don Richards uh put her indictment on him or whatever, filed her lawsuit against
Hmm.
him. He
Hmm.
called he called Kalina's phone 56 times
Damn.
because he was trying to make
Damn.
sure she did not do the same thing. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Man. I mean, that's honestly that's wild, bro. And it's like before I was like, how do you come back from that, from the Cassie thing?
Yeah.
And now it's like, how do you come back from this, bruh? Like, I don't know if you do. Like, do I think he has enough money stashed away to where he'll be okay? For sure. But are you a public figure anymore?
So now
I don't,
it,
I don't know.
it's getting a little weird though, because now I'm seeing. I'll let this is just rumor though, because obviously the trial ain't done. But they saying that
Mhm.
Cassie might even be brought in as a co-conspirator now, because through like all these freak offs, she was there and she was a willing participant in some of them, and like in some people's statements, she's like mentioned as a person that was like it's about to get crazy, bro. I don't know who's about to get in trouble, but it sounds like it got crazy. Maybe she just didn't want to do it for that long, or maybe it went farther than she
Mm,
thought it was gonna go, or what. But at some point, she was down. It sounds like.
bruh. I don't know whoever did he called them the freak offs or they just made that up because that is hilarious.
Honestly, I think he was probably calling him. He a nasty dude.
He probably was calling them the freak offs.
He's probably texting that.
Yeah, that is not. And now it's like even the lawsuit. I don't know if you remember this a couple years ago, where his chef was saying that he would walk around naked and make her feel uncomfortable and stuff. Now all that stuff is adding up.
Everything.
They're gonna look into all of that,
Mm-hmm.
and bruh, that is wild.
I heard there's a reason why Farnsworth Bentley ain't around no more. There's a lot of stuff,
Mm.
bro. It's a lot of stuff.
I mean, Mace said it too. Mace said that he went into I think they say it on is what it is podcast
Yeah.
where he's saying that he went into Diddy's bathroom and there was mad toys in there and stuff and all this lube and stuff. So it's not that far fetched since it's been said multiple times. And I think people just omitted it because it's like, I don't know, is it true? Is it not? It's rumor. But
Yeah.
now it's like,
I believe everything I hear now. He got to tell me it did. He got to prove it didn't happen at this point.
Right.
Y'all could just make up
For
something.
real though. For real though, this shit is crazy, man.
Damn.
But we'll see. Only time will tell. I would assume that, like you said, Cassie's in there. There's gonna be probably multiple people that we see get become part of this case. How many people you think about the snitch?
Bro, Shorty from Diddy Kane is another one who's been talking about it for a while. But I guess if I had to think, so there's Day 26, which got 5 dudes in there. There's Danny Kane, which is like 5. There's
women.
Yeah, Dirty Money, 2 other women, which they already started talking.
Well, Dawn was in Danny Kane.
Yeah, true. So I guess that just has a new one coming.
Yeah. I mean, and you got to think of all the bad boy artists.
Yeah.
Like you got to put Mace in there. You never know. French Montana could be in there. MGK could be
Rick
in there.
Ross, the whole
yeah.
MMG might be under.
What about the groups? What about the R&B groups?
Yeah, I think he had Jagged Edge, and I don't remember which one.
Did he? He had 112.
It was 112. It was either yeah, okay, 112.
Yeah, Mario Winans.
Jagged Edge was not in there then. Let me clear that name right now.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm not saying that they were part of it, but I'm curious if they get questioned. I'm not saying that they were part of what was going on, but I'm curious if they get questioned or had any knowledge of it, or are they? Because I feel like the FBI they're gonna ask everybody.
Yeah, because everyone was around. Like he wasn't secretive about how he moved. He just made sure NDAs. He took people's phones. It's like he just made sure that he controlled where the records was at.
They might even ask Biggie's mom. Biggie's mom still alive?
Biggie's mom, yeah.
They might even ask. They might ask her. They're gonna go far with it. They don't play with it when it comes to like trying to look at Young Thug's case. Look at like all these cases. Tory Lanez's case. They bringing in everybody.
And then even with the recent like developments in the Tupac case and stuff, Diddy's tied to that. Like Diddy's really in a bad spot.
Yeah, he is. He is. And I think, are they calling it a criminal organization?
Yeah,
I seen something where they're doing that.
They said the Combs Enterprise is a criminal organization.
Because they found guns in his house.
Bruh.
That's what it was. The AK-47s
3 of them things.
Yeah, they're not gonna play.
Yeah,
they're not gonna play. And you gotta assume, even if there's some stuff like I said, like having orgies isn't illegal.
It's not.
But you know what I'm saying, if you're drugging people, if you have underage people, if
recording them against their knowledge.
Recording against their will, blackmail, all that stuff. And then they're gonna come at you. But not only that, it's a high profile case. As much as like internet people want clout, you think these law officers don't want
they want to be the one to prosecute. What? This is the story of the decade.
Yeah. Prosecutors, they're gonna have, law enforcement, all of them want a piece of this. Like, let's take them down. Let's go.
Sure. And then I also saw they were getting him for arson because he blew up Kid Cudi's car back in like 2012 or something. Like
I'm curious if they bring him out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm curious who gets asked certain questions. Like I said, maybe all of them didn't know, because sometimes, if you're with a label, that doesn't mean you're always with that person or with the head of the label, or you don't even rock with that. You just have a label. But I would assume that all of them get questioned.
Yeah.
But time will tell, man. What a crazy situation.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How are you feeling about the Tyla situation? Because it feels like she's getting a lot of hate as of recent.
The hate that I'm seeing, I don't really rock with, because it don't really make sense to me. A lot of it is they're hating on her, referring to herself as colored because that's how they refer to themselves in South Africa. I don't think that's a big deal. That's just a place of where she's from. There's some people in Africa mad. She just won the Afrobeats award. Some people are mad at that because they saying that South Africa isn't known for Afrobeats. That's from West Africa. I'm like, it helps Africa in the genre regardless.
Do you think it stems, well, at least for American culture, most of it stems from that colored statement because obviously that we don't play that shit here.
Yeah,
Me personally too, I've seen a lot of hate when it comes to the Halle Bailey situation with the Usher situation. Have you seen any of
I
that?
saw the Usher when she was dancing and she wasn't trying to get too close upon him and all that.
Yeah. She's getting hate from that and I'm like, I don't think she was disrespectful.
She got a
See, the thing
man.
is, I don't think people are looking at the videos. I think they're just going based off what someone else is saying.
I can see that.
So like with the Usher situation, like you said, she got a man. She didn't dub him. She still was dancing, but bro, I mean, I'm a Usher fan, but bro, you tried to get behind her. Like
Yeah,
if she slid, read the room.
yeah. And
You know
Usher
what I
didn't
mean?
seem offended. It's just the internet.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't. It was everybody
It's
else
the
for
internet,
sure.
bro.
Yeah, and then the same thing when with the
The trophy
Haley,
handoff that.
Halle Bailey. Yeah, I feel like it was just like a trophy hand. It wasn't like, yeah, she didn't grab it. Maybe she was like, I ain't touching that shit. Like, and respect for her too. Like, if you don't feel like holding no shit, you don't gotta hold
Bro,
it.
and then
But I don't. I feel like it wasn't like hold my shit.
it wasn't.
Like I'm trying to talk. I didn't see it like that.
Yeah, and then even upon further investigation, apparently, she wasn't trying to hand it to Hadley. She was trying to hand it to Lil Nas X, but he was just off the screen, so it's appeared that.
Mm,
But it's like, I don't know, bro. They look for any little thing, and I
yeah.
don't never
And
seen award shows where I've seen a lot of award shows where a woman they're just like, hey, can you hold this for me? That's not a big deal.
exactly. Exactly. But even and then the last thing that I seen where I was like I checked the video is they were mentioning that her assistant like they try to say she shunned her assistant away like get away from me but you clearly see she's like thank you appreciate it. Like I got it from here. She was
Yeah,
walking onto the stage. She grabbed it like thank you. I that that's wrong.
I don't know, bro. They just looking for
You know what I'm
issues.
saying? She helped her. It was like, all right, I appreciate you. I got it from here. That's wrong. Like, yeah. I think once someone doesn't like one thing, they just find a track to just hate you about
Yeah,
everything. Like, even when you're not doing stuff wrong.
she didn't do nothing, bro.
Low key, that's how I feel about Meek. I
Yeah,
feel like he getting dragged, and it's just cause like I don't know what it
and
is.
it's not
Like,
helping that he's not making the best music. This actually happened with the Drake beef. Since the Drake beef, he's been
that's how I
on
feel.
a downward trajectory.
Yeah, that's because I'm a Meek fan, bro, and I'm just
Grew up
like,
on him.
yo, everybody they talking crazy about him. Man. I'm like, yo, do y'all not remember like championships and all that?
Bro,
Like,
he's
did y'all
given us
forget?
so many
Like,
hits, bro, but it's just like
yeah,
he also his recent stuff hasn't been going too crazy. Though. I've been listening.
yeah. Now I think that's what it is. You get a little older, you know what I mean? Two younger people, you might come off as corny if you're like, especially when they're getting a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
I don't think he's corny, but I'm just saying like he's reacting and I think they're feeding off of it.
No, he's on Twitter, he's definitely oh I don't want to damn, this is a podcast. On Twitter he's not the best representation of himself on Twitter. He needs to stop tweeting so much, I would say. Because
I feel it.
kind of like the
I
downfall of
feel
Wale, because Wale was really dope too until he started getting too sensitive on Twitter. That's pretty much what Meek Mill is
yeah,
doing now.
yeah. But and playing devil's advocate, yo, seeing something about you every day and getting tagged and where like these people who definitely would not say that shit to your face, just flaming you every day, gotta get to you eventually.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, it's easy saying you could just brush that off, but I ain't gonna lie. I got a quick trigger, bro. I'm saying something.
Especially if they're
I'm
talking about
saying
your
some shit
sexuality.
fast.
As a man, when they talk about your sexuality, you have to make sure this is not
Yeah.
something we even joke about for real.
Yeah, we not playing that shit. Like y'all know I ain't for that. I'll getting into the Super Bowl. You see that Kendrick is the halftime performer now, right? I'm curious, how do you feel about him being the Super Bowl halftime performer over Lil Wayne in New Orleans?
Man, shout out to Lil Wayne, but they really digging this dude Drake's grave, bro.
Yeah.
I see what they doing, and it's real divisive. And
Yeah, it
first
is.
of all, when do you even announce the Super Bowl performer this early? No, everyone is saying this has never been done. It's unprecedented.
It is early. And you have to assume, like, obviously Kendrick is the type of artist to do a Super Bowl performance. Of course, we know
Yeah,
that. But you can't tell me that the diss track didn't elevate it for them to do it now.
yeah. Everything lined up perfectly. The, the
Mm-hmm.
the whole content of the song is just they not like us, so that just seems like team versus team. Perfect for football.
Yeah.
But then like you said, over Wayne, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this whole thing, right? Because
Yeah.
never, besides last year in LA, has the performer had anything to do with the city. It's never been a connected thing.
Mm-hmm.
Until Dr. Dre brought out his whole California crew and 50 Cent.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm expecting Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys and them to come out. I don't see why I should expect that.
I feel what you're saying, but with them having Dre as the LA one, and with Wayne expressing that he would like to do the New Orleans
Yeah,
one, I think to have another rapper is disrespectful because you didn't have to go rap.
that was my other point.
They don't always go rap.
I said
Like they don't.
I said they should do Blink 182 just to tell everyone shut the hell up because you all complaining about nothing. Forget rap. You mad Kendrick versus Wayne?
Yeah,
Forget it. Blink 182.
yeah. I get it. I feel you though. I just feel like with it being a rapper and Hove being part of it, and I think Hove and Lil Wayne got a little thing, a little riff.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like it was done on purpose.
Jay Z has beef with the whole of Cash Money, Baby, Wayne, Drake. So
Mm-hmm.
his whole thing is to rub salt in the wound. Jay Z saying he's not
Yeah.
responsible or the sole decision maker. He said Louisiana, New Orleans is the one that voted it to be Kendrick, which I'm not sure I 100% agree.
I'm not believing that shit.
And if it
Yeah.
was that, then it's probably delegates on the committee, which are probably made up of uh non like hood people, like or like people that grew up in a certain time. So probably,
Cause you got. Go ahead. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
just saying it probably just doesn't matter to them to represent. They probably just looking for the hottest rapper because they think that's what the youth want to hear.
And that could be it for sure. But I was going to say you can argue it could have been NBA YoungBoy then
Absolutely. The only thing though is the
because
content. That's where it gets dark.
yeah,
What is he
that's
gonna
where it
perform in front of these 80 million Americans?
for sure. And speaking of content, that was a good segue of not like us. Are they doing the verses or just the chorus? Obviously, I would assume that they're gonna play the record, but that would be wild
They gotta do at least up until A
to.
minor, so everyone could do it with him.
But even that, like, you don't think that's pushing the
It's
boundaries a little
pushing the
bit?
boundaries, absolutely. But let's push
All
the
right.
boundaries. We got a criminal running for president. Let's go. It's America.
This is America. You can say whatever the hell you want.
Trump that.
Supposedly, yeah. Now I just feel like a Cash Money with Lil Wayne. You do juvenile, yo, bro. Imagine like
Back that ass up.
just from the 99 to the 2000s. Are you working with some
But
yo
then,
during the Super Bowl?
but that is
That
a
would have
question.
got
I would love to
crazy.
see it during the Super Bowl, but would it be okay to do during the Super Bowl? What
I mean, if you go call somebody, certified lover boy, certified pedophile, if you're gonna do that,
what if you don't even
I think
perform?
you could do a cleaner version of that. Back that ass up. You could do a cleaner version of
Would it
that.
be a letdown if you don't even perform that song?
I think there's gonna be bets placed on betting websites to say
Because,
if he
like you
does it or
said, that
not.
isn't necessarily the song you perform for the Super Bowl. But how can you not when that's your
No,
biggest joint right now?
but even at his was it Kendrick and Friends thing, he ran it back five
Bruh, at
times.
least.
So it's like I can't see him not doing it, but how do you do it without towing that line because it is a diss track? And then if I'm Drake, and you're the NFL, don't ever ask me to do anything ever. I'm holding that grudge for
Oh,
life.
no.
I'm not coming to a game. I'm not coming to I'm straight
No,
NBA.
Drake
That's
needs to
it.
get on the
Catch me
phone.
with the
He needs to
Raptors.
get on the phone with the World Cup committee and get in front of the whole entire world and do some type of crazy I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, he's gonna have to come with something because that was low key disrespectful. If they allow him to do that song, in which I assume that they are going
Bro,
to
they're gonna
allow
ask
him to
him
do that
to
song,
do that one last, just to make sure.
and he might run it back.
Man, if he runs it back in
He
a
might run it
15-minute
back.
halftime show, you don't even get that much time. If you run the song back, you're disrespectful. You rubbing something in right there.
What do you think he starts with for the first song? If Pyrus and Crips all got along, they probably gonna be down by the end of the song. Yeah,
Money trees would be
Where you
nice
from?
too. It could be.
Yeah. Or what's that other one before then? Swim again, you dive in. Room full of liquor, you dive in. I'm guessing he's doing all
do
of
it in
those,
order,
right? He's
or is
gonna
he
do.
gonna do it? He might just do his most popular, because then they might have to be. We gonna be all right. We gonna be. All right. That's
Yeah,
like,
true. Well, you know for sure he's doing
absolutely.
that. For sure. Yeah. I don't. What's on To Pimp a Butterfly that could go like for show?
You and I was walking.
Oh yeah. King Kunta, yeah.
Any cool features?
I mean, he's gonna have a great show for sure.
Okay, and then
this
is another part we got to add on though, because they was also saying that he got a song with Wayne. He could very well bring Wayne out.
That would be crazy.
And I'm sure.
See, if you allow Wayne to be part of it, but this is the thing, you can allow Wayne to be part of it if your Drake is disrespectful, because you're supposed to be my guy. Like I know how I'm taking it.
Yeah, you picked the side.
I'm be like, yeah, you picked the side. I'm not with that at all. That. Like if this guy just made my year hell,
and you
in
on
a
stage
sense,
dancing with him, dapping him up,
and you on stage dancing with him, granted, yeah, it's your city and everything.
Yeah,
I have an issue with you coming out with him unless he brings me out too.
And you know that ain't going down.
That ain't happening.
That would actually be one of the craziest twists in American history. If Kendrick brought out Drake to do what's that thing called? What's that song? The Janet Jackson sample. I forget what it's called.
They got a joint. I'll Take Care, right?
In the song,
don't they got
recognize your fragrance?
Yeah.
Was that on? That was on Good Kid, I think.
But they have they have a thing on Take Care too though, where Kendrick has a verse. I can't remember though. I can't remember.
Like, they got a couple of joints that could just literally shock America. Like, bro, what the hell?
But I would assume that Kendrick is gonna have Ab-Soul, J-Rock too, right?
That would be fire. Even
why would you? Well, not? Miss me with that bullshit. You're a tourist.
I would love if he did, but they're not on the same label no more. Cause he went and did his own thing. It's him and Baby
I feel
King.
it. I feel it, but also like Dre. If you could get Dre, Snoop, 50, M to all be in one place,
it would be.
Granted, they probably like. You don't think Ab-Soul and J-Rock still rock with?
No, of course they do.
He's not signed with them.
I just don't know. Well, there's two sides to that. I don't think they're the best of friends anymore, but I think for beef, they will definitely side. They're always going to ride for him. Especially, I think they definitely cool, but it's like they're not where they once was. But also, like you said, it would be fire if he brought those two out, or those three, J-Rock, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy. But then he also got SZA over there. SZA would kill the halftime show, though.
I forgot about SZA. Yeah, you bring out SZA too. What? Yeah, I just killed my ex. You feel me? Yeah, they would go crazy. You got, because Kendrick is mad. Like theatric is, he probably spin that into like she stab him, he fall on the ground. I just killed my, because he is mad expressive in that type of way.
He's using his money on special effects. I've seen some of his shows. I seen
Yeah,
this
for
nigga
sure.
disappear one time
For
into
sure.
some smoke. I was confused.
But even his videos, like they're super like
Yeah,
detailed, you know. So I can't see him not doing the same thing for a Super Bowl. Like it's gonna be very meticulous with like a lot of hints of what's going on that you'll probably like have to
yeah.
see just like from a second take. But I think yeah, good. It's a good choice, but I'm just curious, like, what do you like? I would have liked Wayne, but do you also have a diss track as like the main source of what's going on?
It's
Like,
an
I don't
interesting
know.
time. I've never seen anything like
For
this.
sure.
Hmm.
For sure. For sure. Well, there it is, everybody. We appreciate y'all watching another episode of the Protroversy podcast. Once again, I'm
Your
Marcie.
boy
This is
AllMity, and we
like, subscribe, comment, tell your friend to tell your friend to tell your mom to tell your auntie to tell
hi
your
auntie.
grandma. And and we'll be back with it with another episode later on, man. We appreciate the love and see y'all later. Peace.